There's Kim in Wallasey. Nice to talk to you, Joe. Nice to talk to you, Kim. Come on, Eddie in Walton Vale. Hello, Ed.
Hello, Tony. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
All right, this is my shot in the dark.
Yep.
I think it's to do with the Second World War in London. In the Blitz, they moved the gold from London to Liverpool.
Yep.
And they put the gold bars in Martin's Bank in Liverpool. So when they put them in the vault, they had trouble putting the bars into the vaults. And then, obviously, it was overloaded with too many golden bars. This is my theory, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, to get them out, they had to knock the walls down either side of the bank.
Right.
And then they shipped the gold off to Canada eventually.
So this was the nation's, or part of the nation's, gold bullion reserves, wasn't it?
Yeah, and because obviously the Blitz in London, they had, so they had trouble with the gold, and they moved it up to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because they eventually wanted to ship it off to Canada. But in the bank that owned it at the time, Martin's Bank, they put the bars into a vault. Obviously, they had trouble putting them in, which you said originally, and then you said obviously they had to take them out.
Yeah.
So my theory was, and they had to knock the walls out to get the bars out to ship them off to Canada.
Okay, we get the picture. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yes, get in there.
Congratulations.
Get in there. Well done.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Well, that's absolutely bang on.
Fantastic. What it was, Tony, Derry House, where the War Museum is, where Churchill stayed
Yes.
during the war in Liverpool. I actually went on a tour a couple of weeks ago.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I love all that sort of stuff. Liverpool was such an important port during the Second World War, obviously to feed the country and survival, etc. And somebody made that comment about the gold bullions. So when I listened to your Scouse Nouse during the week, I thought, I'm determined to beat you. Okay, I'm determined to beat you. I don't mean obviously derogative. But I remembered that, and I looked online just to do my homework last night.
Yeah.
And I checked it. And actually, they made a fiction film called The Bullion Boys in 1993.
Del Boy was in it, wasn't he?
It was a fiction film. Obviously, they tried to date, but that's obviously fiction. But it was just ticking away in my head, and I thought, I've got to nail this. I've got to nail it.
Well, you did. You nailed it spot on. You really did.
Fantastic. I'm really chuffed about that.
Well, it's David Jason who was in the Bullion Boys in that film, but his Scouse accent.
Yeah.
Because you know what it's like. People in the South, mate, can't do a Scouse accent. You know what it's like. So he struggled with that. But you're right in what you say. It was street level, and this gold bullion had to go down into the vaults, into the basement, and they used wooden chutes to send the gold bullion down, but the chutes broke. They got them down, but then they couldn't get them back up, so they had to take this gold bullion out.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great story?
And then they shipped it off to Canada.
That's it. They shipped it off to Canada.
They shipped it because obviously then Liverpool was in trouble as well because obviously a port as well. So what they could do with this gold? They had to just move it from A to B all the time.
That's what it's all about. And they came in. Do you know what I love about it? It came in. All of this gold bullion came into Lime Street Station.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah,
in the dead of night. It's a great story. Well, listen, we're going to sort your certificate out, Eddie. Lovely to talk to you, and well done. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased you beat me. Thank you very much, Ed.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Sounds made up, doesn't he?
He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He does, but it's a fascinating story. That the town hall. If you stood standing facing the town hall. And then you've got the little street, haven't you, next to it? Well, that big building next to it used to be Martin's Bank, which then became Barclays Bank. And that's where the gold bullion was stored during the war.
Fantastic, isn't it?
I just love it.
I really missed any. Can I go down there and have a look?
You never know. Well, you can. I think you can do a tour. I think you can actually do a tour because they've got all the big vaults down there as well. And if you go through Old Swan, when you get stuck at the lights at Old Swan, as everybody does, and you've got that Barclays Bank there.
Yes.
Well, the sign has come off it, and you can see Martin's Bank just underneath the sign. Yeah. Do you know what? Some days I even bore myself sitting.